every time it pops up, I'm like, all right. Hi guys. I've got quite a, I'm in blazing ADHD mode right now. I've got, I don't know, 7 different little things laid out for me right now. I was going to, I found this old rolling tray that I don't use. I'm in recovering is not the word. How do I put this lightly? I'm nearing 30, and I've smoked cannabis almost every single day since I was probably 16 years old, 15 and a half. Um, I hope I didn't get copyrighted for playing that. I put it like just quiet enough, so I'm like, I hope you can feel my vibe right now. Without me getting copyrighted. I'm listening to Life's Been Good by Joe Walsh. But I have my whole library on shuffle right now. I'm one of those people. I do like whatever comes on. I'm very much the type of person I believe it was meant to come on at that time, and whoa, I have deja vu so bad right now. I always get deja vu in the funniest times too. Like I've lived here barely a week. I don't think I've listened to that song since I was a teenager or a kid. It's not the song. It's not anything familiar about here. I've only been going on live on YouTube for a few weeks now, so it's definitely not that either. But anyways, I wanted to take the sunglasses off. It's like 8 p.m. I just wanted to come on and I don't know if anyone wants cards pulled. I will like more than happy to do that. But in the meantime, just wanted to kind of sit and open up a little bit, be a little vulnerable. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to, that's what I was getting at. God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, maybe I should turn the music down. I can't focus. I'm like, this song's so good. I can't spit my sentence out. I don't know why. I'll get that going again in a second. Anyways, I'm in the process of cutting back my cannabis use, I guess. And in a nutshell, I quit cold turkey, which normally I thought would be fine. I guess I didn't. I don't know. It was one of those things that like I kind of knew, like your gut's telling you, you know it in the back of your head. You're like, okay, if I'm smoking 4 blunts a day, and if I'm going through an ounce a week, that's 4 or 5 ounces a month. That's how many pounds a year, and I am one person. That is a lot of fucking weed. And as much as I want to tell myself, like I've definitely been through like all of the like stoner denial, like the especially the last few years. My friend just texted me, my check engine light is still on. I have an appointment. Oh, homie was supposed to come hang out. That could be relevant. Maybe there's something. Get your car checked. Get your car checked. Get your car checked. Is what I was saying. Like especially working in the industry, yes, you can get a free reading. I was just about to quit yapping and go grab my cards. Maybe. Oh no, right here. I got you, friend. Hooray! Vanessa. Let me finish what I was saying really quick though, because if I don't, it's gonna dry. I have OCD. I've diagnosed OCD. And I know I will ruminate on that shit all night. I've recently been going through like the it's so funny too because like I knew this was going to happen. I remember being like 20 years old, 20, 21 years old. Probably is my shit Wi-Fi. I I don't know. I was probably like 20 years old. And I remember telling friends like I haven't went a day without smoking in X months, X years. And as time went on, I'd be like, wow, now it's been 5 years that I have not went a day without like using cannabis to put myself to bed. And that's, I'm not like negating the medicinal aspects of the plant. I work in the cannabis industry currently, so I like don't like I have a very balanced like viewpoint on things, and I'm not out here saying everyone that uses it medicinally like doesn't need it. Like I have seen what it does for cancer patients. I've seen what it does for people with MS. I myself, I've seen single-handedly what it does for my anxiety, but I'm sure a lot of you will understand. Especially someone like me, I don't have any. I do have some chronic health issues, but I don't have anything like debilitating to the point where like I have muscle spasms and I can't get up and walk. I can't move. I can't feed myself. So spit it out, Zoe. What am I trying to say? I'm not gonna die without weed, is what I was trying to say. There we now it's okay. The little comments weren't popping up, and then it says, like I'm still getting comments, but it says no one's watching. Try the good old AirPods. I don't know if that'll make. Oh, Vanessa, I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. Oh, you're reading. If not, I'm pulling out my Rider-Waite deck for you. If you have a question, feel free to shoot it at me. If you're still watching, you can always come back and watch this later. The tower wanted to come out. Woo, like 9 cards popping out. Vanessa, what do we have for Vanessa? What does Vanessa need to know? Apologies if that's not your name, and if that's just how you go on YouTube. What is coming towards Vanessa in love? I got, right when I asked that, I got like a tingly feeling up my spine, and I am alone right now, and my cat is just sitting in the corner. So I feel like whatever's, broke the deck on the levers. Yeah, I feel like, if you're not already dealing with someone that you do not know, someone that you have not entertained before, like whether this be on an app, someone you run into at a grocery store, like I have something you are not expecting. See what wants to come out. Yeah, I just keep like you're gonna get swept off your feet. We've got 9 of Wands in reverse. Everybody interprets tarot differently. For me, with the Rider-Waite, with the still shuffling, with the 9 of Wands in reverse, I get someone that was bound by decisions, someone that was caught up in their head, someone that was like kind of holding on to this one last part of an investment, and they're looking back at like just like something that came to my head, like someone's got all of these options, but they're like coming out of player mode, coming out of something binding, restrictive, whether this be like a financial situation, maybe someone new is coming towards you that could not come toward you before for whatever reason, but they wanted to. It's like secret admirer energy. Clarify the 9 of Wands in reverse for Vanessa. Ooh, 3 of Swords. Yeah, I I get really good energy from it, but I get there's like I'm just there's something funny. There's something funny about this. Like I have a you're gonna be like I would have never thought he would have. I didn't think they looked at me like that, or I thought they were married, or I thought this, or I thought that. I like whatever you think different, because someone's coming in to sweep you off your feet. 3 or 9 could be significant. 3, 6, 9.
Makes me think of that song, Get Low. 369. Damn, she fine. Girl, it's like it to me one more time. Get low. Get low, get low, get low. Maybe you're gonna meet this person when you're out. Maybe you're going out with your friends, with your girls. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. Upright for Vanessa. Have a feeling this will be. Whoa! Did you see that? You got the Lovers. You got the Lovers for your clarifying card. And a lot of people interpret the Lovers differently. It does have a lot of, like, I could look for it if, like, I'm sure you know, girl. But just for maybe people that tune in that aren't Vanessa, the Lovers, especially in the Rider-Waite tarot, it has a lot of overlapping qualities with the Devil card. They're I feel like they're opposites. They kind of go hand in hand in a lot of aspects. For the Lovers on the Rider-Waite, you've got like your stereotypical little Adam and Eve and Eden. The snake is tempting Eve. Adam's waiting for Eve with open arms. You've got spirit above them. There is a little mountain dividing them on the Lovers card. Just a random thing I've never noticed before. So yeah, I feel good stuff coming for you, Vanessa. If you're already involved with someone, there could be like a hump, something like you feel like you're not going to get over this obstacle. I'm like, just breathe, and before you know it, it's going to be over with. Which I no shit, everybody always says this too shall pass, but I really I'm hearing like you're gonna get distracted with it, clean your house. You're like not even gonna be thinking about this situation, just caught up in your own stuff. You're gonna be like cleaning your house. You're gonna be in the shower. You get out of the shower. You're doing your skincare routine. This person calls you. They're like, "What are you doing Saturday night?" You're like, "Oh shit, I don't even know. I don't even know they like me like that." But yeah, those are your cards. Those are your cards, Vanessa. Not a bad little group, in my opinion. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry my sound is shitty. Like, it works when it works, it doesn't when it doesn't. Thank you for the read. I'm gonna get back to, I'm gonna do some decoupaging. Decopauge. I feel like my mom would really pronounce the D in that, decoupage. So I don't know if it's decoupage or decoupage. But what I was saying when I first got started, I have, being like coming out of the recovering stoner phase, I have so many freaking rolling trays that I don't use anymore. I'm not sitting here rolling 100 joints in the morning, and I don't ever think I'll be back at that point again. So what better to do with these trays than cover them in some cute shit? I have so much stuff. There's like little packs of super bad heartburn. Forgive me if I'm burping. And I'm the oldest of three, and my closest sibling is a brother. So I'm big bro. Pronouns are she, her. I am female identifying, like woman identifying. But when I tell you people, I give big bro energy, like bad. Yeah. So I get these little, like, if you go to craft stores, you've probably seen them. There's just like paper packs. Some of them are so fucking cute. I can't take it. Just like assorted little stationary paper packs. This one's got palmistry guide. Probably showed it backwards on the camera. I forgot I'm flipped. Bingo. A little Cremo shaving pack. Cute. Botanicals. It's got all kinds of cute shit. This one's like a old postcard. So cute. But the way, do I have the old? I made some coasters a while back that turned out so freaking cute, and I did them with this stuff, but I don't think I have any of that. Shit. Well, I was gonna show you some other shit. Yeah, basically all I do is I will sit here for however long my little heart desires and copy and paste random shit. I know it's nighttime, but these just make such a good headband. I need to get one of those little square. I know they make headbands that are the equivalent of like just putting the glasses on your head, but man, there's something like nothing keeps my hair back like these. All right, I'm gonna keep decoupaging. I got a soft cell playing. I've got to run away. I've got to get away. My live does not let me see. Cute. You guys are cute. The only reason I don't do this decoupage stuff more is because what's funny is I feel like if you have ADHD, I feel like it is great for ADHD in some ways, awful for ADHD in others. Like, because I can sit here and think of like so many cute, like, okay, this would look cute over this, and this would look cute over this. But then on the flip side, I'm sure you can imagine if you have ADHD, especially, how much time do you think is going to pass just having me? That's how I'm supposed to be doing right now. Should I keep pulling cards for you guys? Oh, okay. Shuffling the Rider-Waite deck. We have Tool playing in the background. What do we have? I'm just going to shuffle for the collective. General message for the collective. Let's shuffle. What do we have? Clear the energy through the crown, the throat, clear the sacral, Ooh, 2 cards. Okay, we've got the Two of Swords reversed and the I know I'm holding them backwards. First, you pulled the Two of Swords reversed and then the Four of Swords upright. This is a decision that is either already has been made or you're putting off making. Someone is in deep thought about I'm not getting love. I'm getting more so like finances, self-help. Like someone like someone made a promise they know they're not keeping. They're like getting hung up on it. You could have told someone you were going to do something, you know you're not going to do it, and you haven't said anything about it yet, so you're just like up at night like, ah! Yeah, what's going on? 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. And as I say in every reading I will ever do, everybody, in my opinion, has the ability to interpret tarot differently. Some person might look at this Ten of Wands and be like, look at all that hard work he's gathered up. He's going forward with those wands to move on to the next thing. I look at that like someone is like, something has been excruciating. I'm just hearing that. Like could be a lot of moving. Person, the in the Rider-Waite, this they've got like all their wands together and they're moving with every single wand towards a what looks like a house or a castle of some sort. You have the Fool coming out next. The Fool, from the Ten of Wands, you go from having someone, I'm just hearing like all your eggs are in one basket and you've put all this work towards one thing. Going from that to the Fool is the epitome of, I'm just hearing like, fuck this. Fuck this. Killing me softly. Fuji's in the background. Let's clarify the Fool, because that's about what I was getting. Yeah, we've got a decision that is either being delayed or has not been made yet, followed by overthinking that decision, being kept up at night by that decision. Anxiety soars right over your head. You are laying awake at night thinking about this. You've got all your eggs put in one basket. This is what all your mental power is going to. In due time, you're going to harness that. Fuck this. Fuck this. I'm hearing, do I even want to be here? And I know a lot of people have been picking up on that energy lately, like whether it's love, career, you're like, do I even like this person? A lot of us are coming to that point in life where, and like, I believe me, I have been there. It took me until like after I been there, done that, dropped out of college, had my situationships, and I like still to this day entertaining new connections. I have to remind myself like, wait, okay, do I like them? Do I like them? Super super random and specific, and I don't get like I'm just not someone that, unless I've been like reading back to back to back, I don't often get super specific stuff is what I was about to say. This person, they take care of a family member or they provide for a family member, like financially, whether that be, I don't know whether that's, I don't know. Someone could pay for like, someone pays for a nursing home for someone, or someone, like someone's paying their siblings tuition, or someone's paying their siblings rent. Like 9 cards coming out again. And this is the smoothest. This is the first deck I ever got. This baby's smooth. She's smooth. She real smooth. Smooth. I used to say that after I shaved my legs. That'd make my boyfriend at the time feel really smooth, huh? He'd be like, "What is wrong with you?" Let's clarify the Fool. They are coming at whoever this Fool is. This could be you. This could be someone else. They could have a white dog. They could like roses. They're coming at you with a white rose. I'm pretty sure it's a rose in the tarot, but for my flower girlies, it could be a gardenia. I was hearing that maybe you wear a gardenia perfume. Maybe this person told you that they like gardenias. Their mom likes gardenias. Gardena, California. Maybe they live. I used to live off a street called Gardena. Gardena. Something about Gardena or Gardenia. Dina? Tina? 9 of Wands. That is not the 9 of Wands. Oh, that could be significant. I don't feel like it is, but it could be significant. 9 of Pentacles. This could be a fire sign energy. You could be dealing with a fire sign. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, going from 10 of Wands to the Fool to 9 of Pentacles. Uh, yeah, this is either this person is going to meet you in Nine of Pentacles energy, you are going to meet them when they're in their Nine of Pentacles energy. Yeah, whatever, like, fuck this decision you're having, whatever, I'm hearing, like, come to Jesus you are having, uh, uh, it's gonna lead to good fortune. You've got, they came out, like, pew, 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 you probably heard it. You have the Four of Cups, which for me, I interpret the Four of Cups as someone sitting here and they know they've got options. Like you've got your three cups here, you got your Coke, you got your Pepsi, you got your Sprite, but you're in your head about this old Dr. Pepper over here. You're like, well, mm, I've had, you're like, I've had a few, I've had my options laid out, but what about this little fourth option right here? And maybe that's where that energy of the Fool of being like, you know what, screw, I've got all this work put into these Ten of Wands, and you know what, actually, screw this. You're like, you know what, never mind, I don't want to live here anyway. And then you're reassessing your options to go to the. I will get to your question in just a second. I'm finishing up this read for the collective right now. After the Four of Cups, you pulled the Seven of Cups in reverse, which for me is someone in their head about options. Like you've got all these different wish fulfillments ahead of you. You've got money, you've got temptation with the snake, you've got peace, you've got all kinds of different things coming into your energy, but that's in reverse. So you're just I'm hearing like your decision is made. Could be choosing yourself with the star. Um, yes. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. Iman, I will be to you right after this. Um, but back to this collective reading. You go from the Seven of Cups in reverse to the Star. Here you're choosing yourself. Maybe you've been loyal to the same job for so long. And I'm hearing it's not that you wanted to. You haven't had the chance to think about what you even want. Um, let's get a closing card for the collective, and then Iman, I will get to you next. Hermit in reverse. Hermit in reverse after the Star, especially if you're an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius sun. Um, man, for me, especially as an Aquarius, nothing resonates for me like the Hermit. We have a tendency to, just shut out, isolate. You got Hermit in reverse. You're coming out of your shell. You're coming out of your cave. You're turning off that little lantern to light you through the night, and you're like focusing on yourself. I'm hearing you don't need this one little lantern to guide you through the dark. You're not living out of fear or anxiety anymore. You're in that star energy. Like, you know what? Star represents Aquarius, which is the water bearer. And like I said earlier, this you or whoever you're picking up on, whoever you're dealing with, could be. Sorry, I got Goody Mob in the background. It's from. uh, you could you or the person you're dealing with could I said they could take care of people, they could be paying tuition for someone else. This is someone who has both of their cups overflowed and now they're pouring back into the world. So I'm hearing you choose yourself and then you will get to choose who you choose next. But if you're trying to choose someone else first at all times, then you're not going to get that energy. You're not going to get that energy that you're looking for is what I meant to say. Sorry. Your girl used to take Adderall. She no longer does, and it shows. And I feel like I am a lot healthier and happier without it, but goodness gracious, I cannot finish a thought to save my life. All right, Iman, moving on to you. Using the Rider Waite tarot deck. to do your read. Clear the energy. Spirit, thank you for any messages coming in for me. Let's see what I just had your question up. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I'm getting it right. The thing like, what's the future for Kyla and Greg? Oh, that's so funny. I've ran into like 4 Gregs in the last few days. That is super funny. I doubt I live anywhere close. I know it's not but that name has been coming up a lot lately. For Kyla and Greg. Clear the energy. What is coming in for Kyla and Greg? What do they need to know? What information can we provide? Shuffle for Kyla and Greg. Woo, I don't know if you see that. It is a common name, but I've never met one in my life. Like I'm almost 30. I've never ran into one in my life. So I was pretty, names been coming up a lot for me lately. All right, well, you had 3 cards come out like pew, 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 like they were meant to go with each other. So let's go over them. You've got the 6 of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. I will pull another card just to like clarify everything, close it out, especially if you're not like comfortable with the read. If you feel like you need a little more clarification, feel free to ask. I'm not charging. But just starting off, the 6 of Swords. This is, I mean, a lot of people read it the same way. I read it as moving towards calmer waters after like a lot going on. So this could be anything. Maybe you and this person, maybe there was like some issues in communication. Maybe you feel like you needed to say some things that you couldn't say. Maybe they were going through something at work or something at home. You felt like you couldn't bring up this problem because you didn't want to bug them about it. But I'm hearing after some sort of like kind offer or a kind gesture, there was conflict that came after that. That doesn't have to be bad. Maybe this is like it could be something as small as maybe you're like, hey, I don't like that we sleep with separate blankets at night, and then or flip it how it needs to go. That someone is bringing up something with good intentions. Someone's bringing up this loving energy, but it's not the King of Cups, it's the Page of Cups. So it's still like a little shy and timid. I'm getting someone means well, but it ends up causing conflict. And I'm not hearing bad conflict. Just like maybe something as small as like, well, now we're not. Now he hasn't texted me back in a few hours, and I don't know, or she hasn't texted me back in a few hours, and I don't know what's going on. Let's shuffle, get some more cards for Kyla and Greg, because all your cards came out at once. That could be relevant too. Everything's coming out at once. So maybe maybe there's some time that needs to be taken from this, and that doesn't have to be you. Like flip it where it needs to go. I'm never coming at anyone any certain way. I'm just getting what I read. Yeah, I really feel like there was not a significant issue, just something maybe small like communication or like, hey, I want to cuddle more. And then instead of the other person being like, yeah, let's cuddle more, they're like, well, do I not already cuddle you enough? And you're like, that's not what I meant. I'm hearing there's a lot of mirroring going. It's like assuming the worst. Like one person doesn't want to text the other because they don't want to bug them, but the other person's thinking the same thing. So now nothing's happening. Which is like again is like we got to remind ourselves, that is like so normal. I always hate reading stuff like that though, because I remember at one point in time, if someone told me like, yeah, the communication could be bad, I'd be like, well, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean for it to. Let's get a clarifying closer card for Greg and Kyla. Yeah, I'm just getting their needs, like, to be some time and space. It doesn't have to be long. Like, I mean something as small as, like, maybe you just need to clear your head and go to the grocery store. By the time you get back from the grocery store, this person, texts you or calls you, or maybe this person is if you guys live together, maybe, um, or vice versa. Your last card is, like, not wanting to come out. Those first 3 shot out. Closing card for Greg and Kyla. Knight of Swords. Fast incoming communication. Fast, 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 fast. Note, it is not the king or the queen of swords, so it might not be the most, like, perfect or mature, like, if you're expecting this person to write you, like, a novel, or if you're expecting them to show up at your house with flowers. I'm getting, like, it won't be quite what you expect, but the job will get done. So if you're feeling like maybe this person's been taking out, like, just you just came randomly, so maybe it's relevant. Like, maybe you feel like they're taking out their work on you, or maybe they're like pissed off at a sibling and they're taking it out on you. Um, there someone is coming in to clear that up. Like, I'm hearing they know. God, I know we hear that on TikTok all the time, but I'm hearing the, like, if you know, you know. Yeah. Uh, this person knows what they did, or if it's you, you know what you did, and you're gonna come in and say, like, hey, okay, I'm sorry, I've been an ass. But yeah, that's what I got for you so far. If you had another question, feel free to ask. I'm gonna keep shuffling these cards. But yeah, especially the you pulled the Knight of Swords. I pulled for you the Knight of Swords right after the Five of Wands. For me, that's like some awkward texting, or like just a little bit of conflict, and then someone comes in and they're like, I'm sorry. Hey, I really like you. Like, I'm sorry for being an ass. Or if you guys are in a committed relationship, someone's like, hey, I didn't get married just to be an ass to you. I'm sorry I'm taking work out on you. But like I said at the beginning, I feel like no serious conflict. I don't feel anything like bad or detrimental. It feels like day to day, like miscommunication, some rough stuff, but it all smooths out. Your person could ride horses. Wanted to give Greg my number through my friend. If you take my number through my friend. I'm sorry, they put the chats up here like I read it lightning speed, and I don't. uh, okay. So this person wants to. Okay. Oh, you know what is so weird? That's so weird you asked that, because I follow a lot of tarot readers, and just like most of them I've just been following for years now. It's like I won't even watch the readings. This is relevant for you, I swear. Um I'll like link it in the comments when I'm done filming this. I swear this is relevant for you. I'm not bullshitting you right now. Uh is it is her name Reese? I cannot remember. That's why I'm gonna have to link it, because I cannot remember her name right now. But someone literally just posted a reading like a week ago, and the whole reading was like, you are about to meet your soulmate, but the way you two end up coming into contact is like someone's having to do something sneaky. Like someone's being like, "Hey, my friend, you should really text my friend sometime." But it was really like the other person that set this up. Like I just thought of that as soon as I read your question. And I will link that reading, because that is a dope reader. I'm sure you'd get a kick out of it. They're way more talented than I am. And I'm sure it's relevant to your story. That was just too weird and specific. Um, yeah, okay. So if this person was to have their friend give Greg their number on their behalf, how would he react? How would they react? Sorry, I never mean to assume. Got one card shooting out. Whoa! You got the 7 of Wands. Um, I'm not getting anything bad. I'm This was just what came to my head. If you do that, you're beating them to it. Like, I'm feeling if they don't, the King of Wands wanted to come out. It was like bent in my deck. King of Wands wanted to come out. Okay. I don't know if your person's an arrow. Ugh. I don't know if your person is an Aries, Leo, or Sag, or if you are. Um, but whole lot of Wands energy. This is. I'm hearing it would go well, but it might bruise their ego a little bit. Like they might not. I'm hearing they're like not used to being approached first. Oh, are you dealing with someone that's humble? That's so rare and sweet. You got the Page of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Magician. I never mean to assume gender, but I was about to be like, sis. Sis. Um, yeah, okay. If you were to have someone give this person your number, they're gonna it's gonna be a hoot. I'm just just the southern in me, I'm just hearing that off the bat. It's gonna be a hoot. Okay. Um, and followed by the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is someone that maybe like had an offer in mind that they were going to give to you, like maybe, and then just put them in reverse. So they're like, oh shit. Well, I'm hearing like maybe they've been just random stuff, but I always feel like it's relevant. I just think heard in my head they could be like creeping on your social media. They're looking at your Instagram pictures if your Instagram's on public. If your Instagram's not public, or if you don't have one, they're looking at your Facebook. And whenever this person comes in, if this is how it were to play out, if this person were to come in and give them your number on your behalf, they're like, well, shit. I'm just hearing that off the bat. He's like, well, shit. Uh, well, I don't know what to do now. And then with the Magician, I'm just getting your energy or theirs. I'm more so getting yours, but the Magician is the outcome you get if that were to happen. So this is magic's happening. I'm hearing we got lemons, let's make some lemonade. Maybe this is something that like has been waiting. You've been waiting for this to happen, not just you. Like I'm hearing uh you yeah, you must have well, I guess obviously you would if you have a friend that would give them. I'm not trying to assume. They're just what the cards are giving me. You could have like mutual friends that know each other, and they're all like kind of poking you in the shoulder, like, "Hey, they're trying, they're into you, right?" And then the other person's like, "Well, I don't know if." I'm hearing they could just be a gentleman. Um, they're either a gentleman and they haven't made the first move because they don't want to make you uncomfortable, or they're still a gentleman, but it comes from being a player for so long. So I don't know if you're dealing with a player that's just like, well, I don't know. I want to be really nice to her. I don't want to be an ass to her or them. Sorry. I'm so bad with pronouns. Not intentionally. I'm not trying to put genders on anyone in your situation. Girl, this story's juicy. If I were you, here's my thing. If I were you, I would only hesitate doing it depending on how long it's been. Like, if you've and I just say that out of like big sis energy. Like I I care about everyone. I don't even know you. I care about you're like, I don't know you. Probably like, who the fuck? Um, when you said should I do it, I was gonna say yes so quick, but don't do it if like you haven't even given this person a chance to see if they like you or yet. You know what I mean? Um, but I'm getting good energy from it. I don't feel any risks. And then in the back of my head too, could be the little devil on my shoulder. So take this however you will. But especially the big sister in me, I'm like, well, especially at the end of the day, if you're not the one giving him your number, how's he gonna have balls in his court at that point? Uh, I'm into you got good energy. This is a good story. I'm gonna grab one more card for you and then we'll close it out. And then 9 fell. Did you see that? Yeah, that's I get that. Like girl, he could be the type that's like only been with girls that are just, and I know they're rare, but they exist. I have friends that are like this. I have guy friends that are so attractive, but they were like players throughout like high school, college, with like their like young years, you know. So now that they're like in their late 20s, whenever they meet a girl they like, it is so funny because they like I'm like, dude, you used to mac on girls like 10 years ago, no problem. You'd like go whistle at a girl, ask for a number. But then it's like when they meet the one that they really like, they're like, like they don't know what to do. I'm gonna pull another card for you. I feel like this is good energy. This person is definitely, if it doesn't have to be all the time, but they have for sure, like guaranteed at least once, did a thorough creeping on your social media. Like whichever one is not private, I'm like, you must have one that's private because I keep hearing that. If there's one that's not private, they like what they see. Get a, you see that? Odd closing card. Pull one more to clarify that. We've got the, I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is them. I pulled that in the collective reading. That is so funny. Right before you asked your question, I pulled the Four of Swords in the collective reading. Yeah, someone's up in their head about it. And if this is your energy, don't trip about it because I'm hearing like they might be worth the trip, but you tripping isn't helping you out, and they will come in due time. Me, I'm not to connect. What? 9 of Swords with the Four of Swords is your closing card. If you're if you are in your head, not in a judgy way. I mean, like if you feel like this is taking up too much of your headspace, to let that shit go. Not that you needed me to tell you that though. I'm like I know you got your shit handled. Um, But what I feel off these cards is this person is creeping your social media at night and they want to approach you, but they don't want to make you they they don't want to come off too strong. And it could, I'm getting, especially with the wand, they could have like a lot of Leo placements. Maybe it's like it could just be an ego thing. Like maybe they really do like you. Unfortunately, that maybe they're just projecting some stuff. Like maybe they really liked the last person that they went after and then they thought it was mutual. It wasn't. So ever since then they're like, well, I'm not going to make the first move because she could think I'm ugly, or she could think my teeth are weird, or she could think I stink, or maybe she doesn't like something about this person's car. What do they drive? They're like, I'm getting, they're like embarrassed about their car or self-conscious about it. Maybe it's a nice car but it's like a truck. Maybe they think you don't like trucks. Or like maybe they drive a really nice convertible but they'll think you think it's girly. Or maybe, or I'm hearing like they don't drive a nice car at all, but they own it and they're like very proud of the fact that they own it. Like they don't have, this person doesn't have a car payment. Um yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, my love. I feel like I missed someone. I wish these would pop up while I was talking. I would have been a lot less scatterbrained. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I was getting. That's what I was getting. Yeah. Kyla, you're a dope person, whether that's your name or not. the reading for Kyla and Greg, my friend, good shit's coming your way. And regardless of whether it ends up being through this person, I'm just hearing like this little situation is going to lead to so many funny little things in your life. Like you never know. You might wake up tomorrow and someone completely different comes in your life and you're like, man, fuck Greg. Like I'm all about Derek now. Like I don't know. But yeah, definitely feeling like I know I said I was gonna close your I'm so in that energy. I don't know why. Yeah, it's not you overthinking that situation, it's that person and their lack of action. If you do feel like you're overthinking, you're not. It's their lack of action that is making you ruminate over like, I really feel this chemistry between us, but they're not doing anything. um, I will I will do your question right after I do. Yes, you can ask as many as you want. I'll probably be on here a while. I was gonna call my friend back, but he sent me a text that he's all good. My friend had some car problems. I thought I'd have to drive down to. I live in uh, I live in the Midwest, so I'm in one of those areas where like my town is really small, and all my friends live in the metro town that's only 20 minutes away, but ends up being a long drive if you're not prepared for it. I'll Be Your Mirror by the Velvet Underground is playing. Okay, this is Kathy using my mom's phone. Will Daniel and I reconcile soon? Let's pull some cards. Deep breath, clear the energy. Let's pull some cards for Kathy. That shot out. I feel like I didn't even shuffle those that good. Will Daniel and Kathy reconcile soon? I'm gonna give these like a good shuffle because the cards are. I want to give everybody a clear, fair reading. Actually, Kathy, if you don't mind, I'm gonna pull a different deck for you real quick. I will be right back. If I can find it. Do 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 do. All right, we are breaking out. Oh, if you're wondering if I'm on my floor, yes I am. I have a couch. I'm just weird. um, will Kathy and Daniel reconcile soon? Kathy, I'm pulling out the This Might Hurt, This Might Heal tarot deck from Isabella Rotman. Coolest pictures. This person did an excellent job creating and illustrating this deck. Breaking the deck. Breaking the deck, you've got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. I know a lot of people like to ask for like your sign, the other person's sign. I personally don't like doing that because I just feel like you end up getting a more accurate reading the less information I know. Names are always good, like names are always cool. That way I'm not like this person and this person, this person and this person. But I just forgot to mention that earlier. Don't feel like you gotta like meet all these requirements. Like just shoot your question at me. I'll figure it out. Will Kathy and Daniel reconcile soon? Let's clear the energy. Let's clear the energy in the crown. Whoa, that card. Clear the energy in the crown. Clear the energy in the solar plexus. Clear the energy in the sacral, the throat, the root. Will Kathy and Daniel reconcile? Cards are sticking. Oh, Kathy! The Empress first, and I don't know if you saw that flip out, but it didn't shoot out. It like flipped out like, here I am. Regardless, off the bat, I just gotta say, regardless of what happens in this situation, um, give yourself time to, and I'm just hearing this is just like off for you, like I channeled for you. Take some time to pat yourself on the back and like think about the, like, I'm just hearing progress you've made. Maybe you've like moved a lot recently, or maybe you've like just finished a degree, maybe you just retired from a job, maybe you just taught a dog how to come without a leash, or like taught a kid to potty train. I don't know, but there's something that I'm hearing, like you've just been so caught up in the motions with everything, you haven't even taken a second to like realize how much progress you've made. Um, and I know that has nothing to do with the question you just asked, but you needed to. I feel like you needed to hear that. Especially the Empress in this deck, she's so cute. She's sitting on a little log, and instead of notice, I know your question was about reconciliation. We're gonna get there, but notice, you know how people will etch their names into trees? Not their names, their initials. Like, my name's Iris. We'll do like I plus S with like a little heart. The Empress doesn't have anybody's initials there. Symbol for femininity. So, I'm hearing you haven't been focused on this person either the way you want to or the way you used to, or this could be them vice versa. So don't, like, I'm never trying to pin any. I'm not like, this is your reading. If it's not, hey, it's probably not. uh but if you feel like, put the energy where it needs to go. I feel like you have not been focusing on this person the way they would expect you to. Maybe this was a connection where you two were the type to like talk every day, text all day every day, and now you've been like, you know what, do I even like him? Do I even like them? I kind of don't. I just hear you being like, I kind of don't like what they said at dinner that one time. I really don't like how they talked to that waitress, or I really don't. Or maybe you're head over heels for this person, but maybe it's making you realize, like, maybe I haven't had enough alone time, or maybe I haven't got to work on my job the way I want to, or maybe I haven't got to like focus on my style the way I want to. You're like just needing to get to know yourself a little bit more. And I'm hearing that you've done that now. It's just time to like kind of give yourself that recognition, like acknowledge it. Like you know it in here, but you're not like, yeah, patting myself on the back. Um, Now, how does the Empress bring us back to the question? Will Kathy and Daniel reconcile? Daniel, right? I remembered your question. I apologize if I messed the name up. I believe it was Daniel. Will Kathy and Daniel reconcile? What do we have coming after the Empress? Will Kathy and Daniel reconcile? Let's get one card. Feels like 37 are trying to come out. Definitely with every single collective and personal read I've picked up on today, there is a huge energy of people that have so much to say. They're just like bursting at the seams and it hasn't come out yet. Woo! Right when I said that. Kathy. Oh, Kathy. The readings have been so nice today. You got death in reverse. After the Empress. Sorry. Uh You got the death in reverse. Death in reverse for me is rebirth. It is new beginnings, or even if it's not necessarily bringing in something new, it's just death to something that needed to be done. I'm not getting a physical death. Not like, no, I didn't get any bad. You saw how I reacted. I didn't get any bad energy with this card. Um, the death in this deck, you've got like you've got your dead man on a horse. He's stepping over dead bodies. There's a grieving mother with a child and the priest. Their whole town is just to smithereens. That energy is in reverse. I'm getting, yeah, whatever. Just off the bat, if you do reconcile, it will not be the way it was before. So I'm getting like there was either a lot of change on your end or a lot of change on this person's end. And it's either going to be a completely new connection, or by the time this person comes forward. So I'm getting with the reconciliation, I'm not getting that there's really a lot to be said on your end. I don't know if there was like infidelity, or maybe someone moved, or I'm getting whoever and maybe it's not you, maybe, like, forgive me for assuming, if you're not the Empress, whoever the catch was in this like the catch, like the one that got away in this situation, if that applies to you, that, like, you're putting a rest to that, and now you have the Wheel of Fortune. For me, the Wheel of Fortune, I always get, like, if things are going good, they're about to get shaken up. Not necessarily in a bad way. It just means, like, if you've had the same, like, go to work, go home, make dinner, go to sleep, go home, go to work, blah, blah, day in, day out, it's about to get shaken up a little bit. On the flip side, if you've had a lot of, I'm getting, like, you've had a lot of days where you think about talking to this person and then you don't. You think about talking to them and then you don't. That's about to come to an end. With the Wheel of Fortune. Let's just get a closing card. Give me like a yes or no, Spirit. Will Kathy and Daniel reconcile? I had 2 cards pop out. Ooh. We've got the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords in reverse. 5 of Swords for me is conflict, like arguments, chaos, and 5 of Cups is like heartburn, missed opportunity. And I don't get anything you need to worry about. If I'm hearing, if anything, this is just confirming what you already know. I'm not getting any, like, any new paths with this person. This could be someone that you keep in your life as a friend, but again, with that Death in reverse followed by the Wheel of Fortune, like, whatever is happening is meant to happen. You obviously we never see it in the moment when it's meant to happen. But those 2 followed by the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords, both in reverse, that's a trip. Like, I'm getting there could have been maybe you, like, maybe looking back, you're like, "Man, I spent way too long, like, worrying about them and whether we would," or, like, flip it, maybe this is how they feel about you. Maybe they're like, "Man, I spent so long wondering if they'd come back, or wondering if they'd call back, or wondering if they'd show up at my door, and they never did, and blah, 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 blah." Both of these are in reverse. You're done with that. I'm hearing you are done. Like, you're over it. I'm hearing maybe you just needed me to tell you that. Hey, I'll always be a cheerleader. But yeah, like, good energy. I'm just feeling if you do reconcile, I have a feeling that by the time this person comes to you and says what they need to say, there's going to be someone else taking your attention. There, you're going to be in a different country, and that, like, I know that's a bit like, oh, wouldn't we all love to move to a different country? But I genuinely, you could be like, maybe you're about to move abroad. Are you about to, like, switch jobs? Do you have family in, like, overseas or something? I keep telling everybody I'm only going to do 1 card. If you ask for a question and I'm going on too long, please let me know. I'm not trying to keep anybody. I'd rather be thorough than be like, yeah, here's your 1 card. Bye. I'm not doing anything else today anyways. Yeah, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Let's get a closing card. Will Kathy and Daniel reconcile? If no, what will the reconciliation be? If yes, what will if no, what will happen? If yes, what will the reconciliation consist of? Sorry, English is hard. English hard. Every time I start a live, I'll play the music in the background. I'm like, yeah, vibes, and that shit gets shut off like 2 minutes in every single time. Does not fail. All right. Closing card for Kathy. Will Kathy and Daniel reconcile? Following the 5 of Swords and the 5 of The honey, I swear I'm not trying to pull 19 cards for you. They just keep like, I try to pull one that's like, here's half the stack. All right. Maybe you should have done the rider weight for you. I just love the illustrations on these, and I feel like they're a lot more detailed, kitschy, and unique. That Empress card is so freaking cute. Oh, you got 3. I'm gonna give them all. I'm gonna give you all. Kathy! Watch your name not even be Kathy. You're like, that's just a name I was using, but okay. I do the same thing. My name's not really Iris, by the way. Just for internet sake, you know, I got weirdos in my life. You've got Kathy, my friend. Closing your reading. You have 3 cards. I'm nice and concise with shit. You've got the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Closing your reading. I just got to be frank with you. I'm getting you could reconcile with this person, but I'm telling you, by the time it comes in, like, even if this happens in the next 3 days, I'm hearing like the next few weeks of your life are going to be so crazy in the best way. Like, it's going to be one of those things where you look back on last week and you're like, if I went back in time and told myself all of this stuff is going to happen one week, I would be crapping my pants. Like, yeah, I'm getting like someone completely new is coming out of left field. Yeah. With the Queen of Swords, she's I, if you're not a blonde, this is a trip because I just keep like, we got blondes for days in these cards. um you could be an air sign too. We've got 2 cups, 2 swords. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or have significant placements. You or your person could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Um, Closing out the reading though with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I'm hearing like you are getting more, just what I'm hearing, you're getting more in touch with yourself. So maybe you were really trying to make things work with this person because it was maybe it was like convenient with your job at the time. Maybe you two worked together. Maybe that's why you're wanting to reconcile, because you see this person all the time. Um, Maybe you thought that you were like in deep with this person because of what you had in common with work. Like like the industry. Do you like the acting? Cannabis? Food industry? Food service? Like maybe you both. And I've never even done food service like that, but I could totally get that. If you've waited tables your whole life, you're not trying to go hang out with some guy that's worked behind a desk clicking keyboards his whole life, because you're going to be like, my level of work is not the same level of, like, our brains work different. But you've got 10 of Cups coming in with the Queen of Swords. This is someone, Swords energy is communication. Air signs are very great at being up in the air, head in the clouds type shit. But on the flip side, they know what they want and they're not afraid to tell you what they want. And I'm getting that's your energy. So just the like yes, no energy of the cards. I'm getting yes, but I'm getting it's not what you're expecting. And at the time it comes, it's not going to be what you want anymore. Like you could be not necessarily even in your head, just maybe like when you're, at the end of the day, if you're, or at the beginning of the day, if you're like taking a shower, this person might cross your mind. And you're like, I bet maybe today's the day he'll. I'm telling you, by the time this person reconcile, I do feel like you'll reconcile, but it's not. By the time it comes, you're gonna be like, yeah, Daniel's hitting me up, and I got Big Daddy back here. Like you're not gonna be trying to hear anything Daniel has to say. I do feel that there will be reconciliation, but not mutually. Like I getting more so who the person you're asking about. I feel like their energy is gonna be coming in like, hey, I thought you liked me. And then you're going to be like, well, I liked you, but now I got Big Daddy over here. I keep hearing Big Daddy. Dude. Don't say that like that. So I'm sorry if that's not you. It's not me either. I don't know whose energy that is. I am probably going to have to take a little tinkle winkle break in a second. I do know I missed some questions. So sorry, friends. This stupid chat thing. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to do this every 3 minutes. I'm sorry. Going through the chat, reassessing your questions. Should have done this on a freaking computer. I just feel like pop up a little better. Got Tool playing in the background. Any Tool fans watching? Infinity. I love that word and that name if it's your name. Infinity asked, how does Elle feel about me? All right. I'm just feeling like I should go back to the Rider-Waite deck. If you Infinity, if you would rather me pull you a card from this other deck I've got, holler at me. I will switch in no time. But in the meantime, I'm gonna pull from the Rider-Waite deck. Let's big deep breath. Clear the solar plexus, the crown, the throat, the root, and the sacral. And it was Elle, right? Just making sure. Yeah, cool. How does Elle feel about infinity? Let's give me some cards, Spirit. Let's shuffle. How does Elle feel about infinity? That one flipped. Did you see that? Oh, my kitty's awake. He's gonna come over here. You got everybody's just getting 3 cards off the bat. Like I swear, I'm not. The deck's right here. I swear, I'm not touching them. These are your 3 cards. You've got. That is so weird because I just pulled these cards for the collective's got a lot of like overlapping little messages right now because I just pulled the Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune for someone else, but it was a different deck, a completely different deck. Okay, Infinity, you got some strong energy, friend. We've got the Six of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Cups. You could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or your person that you're inquiring about could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Off the bat, you've got, moving towards calmer waters. There are 2 people in this ship, and I'm not big on gender, never trying to push it on anybody, but what would stereotypically probably look like the more masculine energy, that person's guiding the boat. So this person is either navigating themselves or themselves and you or themselves and someone else out of negative waters. Maybe they have a crappy roommate and they're trying to take their other roommate and find a new place to live, so they're getting out of rough waters. But whether it involves you or not, there's something that this whoever Elle is, there's something that they're dealing with that either involves you or doesn't involve you. Either way, it's not, there's nothing you can do about it, is what I'm hearing. Like, if it's the roommate situation, it might involve you because you come over sometimes, but it's not like your responsibility type thing, if that makes sense. Whatever that is that's happening, Wheel of Fortune, it is meant to happen. It is all in the process. And if things are calm right now and there's like no movement in your connection, there's no communication, nothing's really happening, maybe you're just like texting, hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Back and forth all day. Or if you live together, I'm hearing like maybe there's not been a lot of intimacy, maybe whatever is happening it's about to be the opposite. Like the Wheel of Fortune keeps turning. The wheel moves as such is life. Such is life. That's not even what I was trying to say. Such is life is something that is a saying that we all say though, like when uh I don't know, like you step on a bug. You're like, oh my god, I didn't mean to. It's like a roly poly. You're like, oh, poor, I didn't mean to do that. Well, such is life. Like it happens. Um, I'm getting maybe your. This is something random. came in my head. Maybe this person is like, maybe they had an ex that's like bugging them, like trying to tag along, and maybe they haven't. If you don't know about it, I'm getting they haven't told you because they have like there's no feelings for this person. They have no reason to bring it to your attention, but they just like can't. I'm hearing like they can't get this monkey off their back. So whether that's like work, maybe they have friends that party all the time and they don't want to burden you with that, so they're just trying to like get out of a slump, I'm hearing. But whatever slump they're in now is meant to happen because it is going to like shake things up and make them realize like, oh, infinity's nice as shit. Why don't I talk to them more? Or they're like, I need my own place so I can talk to them more. Or even if they're not moving out of these rough waters to come to you, it is going to lead them to you, is what I'm getting. And it is all meant to be, which I believe everything is. The Ace of Wands came out. Hope you're 18. Ace of Wands. I hope you're 18. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh, Ace of Wands. I'm getting there's intimacy coming in if there hasn't been already. This person is definitely attracted to you. If you're not a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, you just have a very like I don't know if you're maybe a single mom, maybe you're like the oldest of a bunch of siblings, maybe you work in childcare or like education, but that you have like a very nurturing energy. Queen of Cups is literally surrounded by water. Like you're surrounded by your emotions but not consumed by them. Like you're very just giving, loving, like divine feminine energy, and this person loves that. Random thing I'm hearing, this person has a rough strained relationship with their mom, or they like maybe they don't maybe they're like I'm so sorry if yes, I'm just like random stuff. Their mom could be passed on and maybe you remind them of a lot of aspects of their mom. And if that's true, that could also make it very hard for someone to come forward. Can you imagine like losing a parent and then you meet someone that like just reminds you of them? You're like, oh my god. Or this, as always, like flip it, put things where they need to go if it resonates for you. This could be you. Maybe they remind you of a parent, and but I'm really getting this Queen of Cups is you. If you're not a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I bet you've got a water sign for your moon or rising. Let's get a closing card. What's following the Ace of Wands? Whoever L is, they're definitely into you. I'm just getting, if they're not showing it, it's totally nothing to do with you. They just got some life shit. That's my kitty Gizmo in the background. He says hi. President Joe Biden has reportedly agreed to step down as the. I need to learn how to turn off the news ads on my shit because if I could abstain from knowing like any, excuse me, Spirit's like, shut up, that's not their reading. That's not what they asked for. God, I pulled this in the last death. Yeah, whatever energy you're sitting in now, it ain't gonna be like that for long, is what I'm hearing. What is closing out the Ace of Wands for infinity? How does Elle feel about infinity? What does Elle need to know? What does infinity need to know? How does Elle feel about them? Shut the fuck up. That is so fucking weird. I'm so sorry for the profanity. It's so wild. You've got the Hierophant followed with the, if I pull this card one more time today, I'm going to crap a brick. The Four of Swords. It doesn't matter what deck I use. This card comes out. There is overthinking. Who doesn't? We're people. Who doesn't overthink? Who doesn't lay awake at night looking up at the swords hanging over them? You've got the Hierophant. This is whoever this. If it's not Elle, it could be you. This is someone that's like very, very. Oh no way! Sorry. This was. I went to move my deck, just like move it slightly over so I could look at this Hierophant card. and this was out like this. Your closing card is actually the Knight of Pentacles. This person is about to come forward with an offer if they haven't already, and it's because they're in this grounded, balanced Hierophant energy. Like this, all like the Hierophant makes me think of a, if they were doing what like we'd like them to be doing, a priest, like a good, well-intentioned priest. This is someone that knows someone's coming to their senses. They're realizing like, okay, I've been dealing with my home stuff a lot, but I like Infinity probably thinks I'm not interested in them anymore. So I gotta come forward and like ask them to go on a date, or I gotta ask them to dinner. Or if this is someone that you're already involved with, they're like, we can't keep eating at McDonald's. I gotta take them out to, like, we gotta go make reservations somewhere or something. And then at the bottom of the deck was the Two of Cups. I didn't, just went to pick it up, and that was the Two of Cups. Um, you've got a whole lot of love, attraction, and all kinds of stuff in your energy. It's just remember at the end of the day, if this person is not taking action, I do not get that it has anything to do with you. And if they are still being held up, they're like aware of how far back they're being held up, and they just know that if it's not keeping you up at night, it's keeping them up at night. Someone is in the Four of Swords over this, like, okay, I didn't text Infinity today, so I gotta text them tomorrow. And then if I text them tomorrow, I probably gotta let them know that they've been looking real good on their Instagram stories. Like, it's just, I don't know, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, I think Elle thinks you're real fancy, is what I'm gonna say there. And I am going to turn this music up while I go take a pee break. And hope I don't get copyrighted. Here's some Led Zeppelin, y'all. I'll be right back. That is one of my favorite songs of all time. I am such a big Led Zeppelin fan. It's like all my grandpa would play when I was a kid. I really feel like I missed someone's question. Iman. Is that what you prefer to be called, by the way? I feel like I waste no time.
Fast, I waste no time. I'm just playing. The AirPods are dying. I don't know if you guys will still be able to hear me. The chats are popping up, so I guess let me know. All right. And then okay, I was like, it's Kyla, right? It was just about to ask. Cool, cool, cool. God, I was like, what is song throwing me off? This is what was playing. X to the Z, all in the family. I used to, when I lived in California, I worked at a dispensary called Perfect Union in Sacramento, and like my dad listened to like hip hop my whole child. This I'm gonna get you reading. I promise. This is random. Uh, my dad listened to a lot of old rap, so I knew who Exhibit was, but I didn't know him as like Exhibit. I knew he was a rapper, but in my head, if you like asked me who Exhibit was, I'm like, oh, the guy from Pimp My Ride, right? Keep that in mind. One day, I'm working at the dispensary in Sacramento, and we just got new displays for these. I think the brand's called Napalm. They're like grenades. They're like pre rolls that come in a little grenade package. I don't even know if they still make them anymore. This was years ago. Um, but I'm putting out the displays for those one day, and Exhibit walks in, and everybody's like freaking. Everybody's going X to the Y, Y to the Z. Everybody's freaking out. And I didn't realize he was in there because I have ADHD so bad, and I have OCD. So when I'm like, once I'm focused on something, there could be a fucking explosion behind me, and I will not know. Like I, um, uh, so yeah, I'm like looking down, just restocking the stuff on this little display shelf, and I look up and then Exhibit, but in my head, the guy from Pimp My Ride standing there, I was like, and I out loud, I went, "Oh shit!" And he laughed so hard. He was like, "How you doing?" I was like, "I'm doing good." I was like, good. I was like, like, I didn't even. I was about to say like, "Can I help you?" But it's like, if he's in here, I don't think he's in here like buying pre rolls or a couple grams of weed. So I'm pretty sure he's here promoting a product. Every time I hear Exhibit, though, I think of that time he's good people. He was a really cool guy. I told him straight up too. I was like, I was like, I know I should know more than what I do. I only know the one with Dr. J. He was like, that's all. He was like, that's all good. That's all good. He was so fucking nice. Sit up straight, clear the energy. How does Greg feel about Kyla? I love the name Kyla, by the way. If that's really your name, I swear there's like some good energy attached to that name because every Kyla I've ever met in my life, not that I've met like a ton of them, but I don't know, I feel like I've met maybe 2 or 3, and they've all been like, they've all been people that stayed in my life. Really, really, really dope people. How does Greg feel about Kyla? Let's pull some cards. How is Greg feeling about Kyla? Can you please clarify specifically? How does Greg feel about Kyla? Ooh. Tower, you're about to find out if you don't know already. You're about to find out if you don't know already. 16, the 16th. Maybe something happened. Wasn't it just the 16th a few days ago? Something could have happened on the 16th. The Tower card, 16. Did something happen? Or if something didn't happen on the 16th, something is going to happen on the 16th. Or something could just be significant about that. Maybe one of you guys are born on the 16th. But something about the 16th, yeah, I don't think it's a birthday because it has something to do with this Tower energy. I'm hearing Greg likes you, but there's like something else, but it ain't that simple. It ain't that simple. I'm hearing, like, do you have children? Does Greg have children? Does Greg still live with family? What is not cut and dry about the situation? Oh, you got the major arcanas, my friend. You pulled the Justice right after the Tower. The fuck? That's dope. Whatever is happening, I know I say this all the time, but whatever is happening, it's not just that like, oh, everything's meant to happen. Like I'm hearing, it's the type of like, do you ever drive somewhere and you're like, oh my god, traffic, oh, like you're like, dude, why is everybody going so slow? Like, oh my god, I hate traffic today, blah blah blah. Then you get a little further up the road and you watch two people try to avoid the traffic and there's collision. And you're like, oh, that's why. That's why I wasn't in a rush. I see. Does this person have like... Greg likes you, but there's something holding them back. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'll literally drink carbonated water and then eat pineapple and Tyson all day and be like, why do I have such high blood pressure? Excuse me, I'm not trying to puke in your eating. Tower and the Justice. You got 16 and then... Interesting. 11. Could be seeing 11, 11 a lot. 3 of Swords. I don't mean another person as in like Greg's 2-timing you. I'm not getting that. I'm getting like Greg's got like a psycho ex that they don't want to block because like I'm hearing like it's the type of thing that like they say they'll hurt themselves. Or maybe Greg's like got a really close relationship with a parent and they just feel like they need to get that smoothed out a little before they approach you. There's Tower, Justice, 3 of Swords. There's something, there's obviously like something interfering with this, but I'm not getting it's like a sneaky thing. It's like you're either aware of it or they know that like they're not trying to hide anything. When I split the deck, you got the 10 of Cups and the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is why the 10 of Cups hasn't been met yet. This is why an offer hasn't been reached. Cat's tweaking right now. Ooh, those two came out really quick. You've got the Devil in reverse with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, getting like fire energy again. This could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Devil is Capricorn energy in reversed. This could be a like Capricorn in their shadow energy. This Knight of Wands is coming like I'm hearing full steam ahead. So maybe they like still had a lease with someone. They're not living together, but they don't want to like really pursue you until that's over with. And I keep hearing too, it's a respect thing. It's a respect thing. So this whoever Greg is to you, even if they haven't like came forward romantically the way you want them to, like I'm hearing this person respects the fuck out of you, and that should show in their actions. Gizmo. My cat's 12 years old. He doesn't do, like, he just sleeps all the day. What's up with you, buddy? Say hi to people. This is my baby. I've had him since I was a preteen. He's my baby. What's Greg hiding, Gizmo? I don't feel like he's hiding something, but what's... He's like, oh. How does Greg feel about Kyla? Clarifying the Devil in reverse with the Knight of Wands. How does Greg feel about Kyla? I'm hearing Greg likes you, but he feels like he is not good enough for you right now. And if he is coming off as a player, it's not because he's trying to play you. I'm hearing this person, it doesn't have to be a he, like, not trying to assume, apologies. I'm hearing Greg looks at you and is like, why do they like me? Why? Like, they know all the baggage I have, right? You really like me. I'm hearing like Kyla's like, yes, I do like you, but like, what's not clicking? Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. What is going on? That's funny. Got the Eight of Pentacles. Greg's working on something. Maybe Greg doesn't need to work on something. Like, I don't know. Greg could have a really nice house, but maybe it's a house that they got with a past partner. So they've got this big, beautiful house, and maybe you're like, why won't they invite me over? They literally have the nicest house. And you're like, and Greg's like, I don't want you. Greg respects you so much that they're like, well, I don't want to bring you over here, like, with all of their energy left over, all of their knickknacks left over, carpet that they picked, like, whoever this past person is, like, Greg has no interest in, no ties to, or if this is you, like, flip it where it needs to go. But yeah, Greg respects the fuck out of you, and if Greg is not making any actions, don't wait on Greg, because it seems like Greg is aware that you could do better. But if you feel like you should wait on Greg, then wait. But not getting any sneaky energy. I'm more so getting like embarrassed. Like if they're not saying something, they're not hiding it. And if you ask them anything, I'm hearing like they'll be honest, but they're also not going to offer up that information unless you ask. Like maybe they have a car. Maybe they don't like you being in the car because the ex picked the car out, and they just don't like. I just keep going back to the respect thing. They don't want to taint any of this new energy with you, with whoever stress them out. I don't. This could be family, could be an ex. Yeah. Closing card for Kyla. How does Greg feel about Kyla? Get a one straightforward card. You got the moon in reverse. So whatever isn't revealed, it will be revealed. But I'm hearing like this is something that's gonna come out. With the moon being in reverse, could come out in the daytime. So maybe like after a long night, maybe to have like a little night together, maybe to have dinner together or something, and then the next, maybe like dinner goes really well, so then the next day they're like, hey, look, I really like you. I didn't want to scare you away with all this baggage, and this is what I have going on. And I gotta say, I'm feeling by the time they tell you everything, I really feel like there's just something coming in out of left field, and you're gonna be like, you know what? I always thought Greg was a weird name anyway, like something like that. Like it's gonna, everything happens like so full circle, or vice versa. And this like right when this person decides to like, let's say they show up at your house with flowers, and they're like, I've always liked you, and blah 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 blah. It's like right when they show up with flowers, you're like, you know what? I don't even want to hear about the baggage. Like, can we just make out? Like something like all the like if there is any anticipation, there doesn't need to be, is what I'm saying. Like things are gonna happen real smooth. You just don't see it like that yet. Let's see what the cards say. Spirit, we see. Then my chat has you guys all the same color too. I'm like, what? I'm like, I thought this person was blue. No, you're all blue now. Okay, cool. All right. Do you see us talking here anytime soon? After gets your number. Let's go back to that other deck. Go back to the. This might hurt. This might heal tarot deck. The reason this deck is called that too, if you don't have this deck, it's probably like, what are you calling it? There is one. Do they not show it on the front? They don't show it? Hello? Are you serious? Wow, they don't. Okay. Cool. There's an infinity card in this deck that is the this might hurt, this might heal card. And depending on whether the card comes out upright or in reverse, it is suggesting that your situation will be something that like is happening in the process to heal you, or this is something that is occurring that you should maybe step away from. If that card comes out, I'll show you more, but that's why that deck is called that. Shuffle for Kyla. If Greg gets Kyla's number, will there be communication? Will they be talking? That was, those two came out. I'm gonna leave those two because those are meant to come out, especially with what I was about to say. Just a random like intuitive. Oh, hey, there's that card that I was talking about. That's so funny. This is the card. So like the symbol, there's no number associated with it. It's just like the infinity symbol. On the bottom, so the card came upright. So this is for your situation something that will heal you. Doesn't mean you'll be with this person forever. Who knows? You might think he has a weird hairline next week. Like, life is crazy. If I had $1 for every time I thought I met my person, and then by the next week person was not, I can't even remember their last name. Like, life happens. But whatever happens with this situation is meant to heal you and bring you peace. And then see if the card comes out the other way. She is ripping that dog's jaw. Thing's chomping at the bit. Will Kyla and Greg talk if he is given their number? And these first two cards that came out were Nine of Cups and Six of Wands. I'm celebration, but what I have to say is I'm just being blunt. I'll never tell someone what I think they want to hear. Or the other thing is, I know if you're watching tarot, I know you probably got a good intuition on you. I know you got a good gut feeling, and I know you know that you're the shit. And you don't need me to come on here and tell you that you're the shit. I know you already know that, or I hope you do. And if you don't, then here I'm telling you. But with the Six of Wands, I do see celebration. But what I was gonna say is, this is someone celebrating on their own. It looks like a feminine celebrating on their own. And after that, you've got the Nine of Cups. So this could be, I'm hearing there could be communication, but I'm getting that whoever the masculine is someone that is focused on their work. They don't have to be into pottery, but they could be, this could be someone that maybe they work at like some sort of warehouse where like a lot of the same things are made at once in a day. Like maybe they work at, maybe they're in food service. Maybe they work at a bakery. Yeah, there's something about that. It could also be an older energy too. Maybe there's like a significant age gap. Maybe you guys are 5 or more years apart. Whoever this masculine is, your Greg person, maybe, if that's the masculine, there will be communication, but this person, whatever like past situation, like whatever stagnant energy they had following them in the background, I'm getting like they're going to have a hard time pulling out of that. And that's not a bad thing. It's just like something to be aware of. Like don't be the type to just like stuff you probably already like like I said before, I'm never on here like talking to people like they don't know shit. Sorry, I just saw a centipede on my, I don't know if there's, yeah, it's a centipede, not a millipede, right? Either way, I hate them. I hate them. I just watched it crawl up my wall. And I gotta go find it later. What I was saying about Greg, them being focused on their work is not something that's going to change, and they might like acknowledge it, like, yes, hi, I really like you, but I'm not like super financially stable right now, but I want to make time for you. Like, they like you and they're interested in you, but don't wait on them to catch up with where you're at in life is what I'm hearing. Like, because with the Six of Wands and the Nine of Cups, I know I haven't pulled another card yet. I'm going to. Like, I'm just seeing separate energies now, and like engaged. Like, these energies know each other, but you're celebrating. It looks like you're celebrating in your own energy. Like, you've got your people, you've got your wreath. You're coming out of this parade, um, and the other random thing I noticed is that the woman in this card is already wearing a wreath, and then they've got the wreath up on their little wand. It's like there was meant to be two people, and then there's only one. So, don't put all your eggs in a basket for this person. And I'm the other thing I keep getting, I don't get any like disappointment coming your way. I'm seriously getting like, even if this person tells you something you think you might not want to hear, I'm telling you, by the time they say it, you're gonna have, like what I was saying earlier, you're gonna have Big Daddy in your energy, like, oh, who's bothering you? And you're gonna be like, oh, just fucking Greg. I used to talk to him. It's just fucking Greg. Like, I do see communication. Like Six of Wands. Also, I've always, Wands isn't necessarily Some people get Eight of Wands for communication. I get it with Six of Wands too, because this is someone that to me looks like they intended to socialize with someone, and then instead of that, they're like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna put this wreath up on my little wand. We're gonna charge out to this parade, and I'm gonna look my best." And then it looks like you got all your little girlies down there, the community or just the public, strangers, doesn't even have to be people you know. All these people got their wands up too, and they're like, yeah, fuck yeah, hell yeah, girl. So, I'm gonna pull a couple more cards. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands. Will Greg and Kyla be talking? Will Greg and Kyla be talking? I know you saw that. The Lovers. If I had $1 for every time this came out today, I would have a lot of money in my bank right now. At least like $5. Girl, y'all are gonna be talking, but I'm seriously getting, this is going to go in your favor in the best way possible. I'm really not feeling that this person's gonna be like your end all be all, but if this is someone that you were to end up with long term, I'm hearing like it's not going to be what you think. Like if you're picturing like, oh yeah, like a year from now, we get married, we have like a little destination beach wedding and blah blah blah. I'm hearing like you end up getting pregnant, you end up getting eloped, you end up getting a brand new car, you end up getting famous, like anything. Nothing bad is what I'm trying to say. Nothing bad. It's just not going to happen how you expect it. So this could mean anything. Like maybe it's like at the back of my head too. You got 2 6s right here, 2 6s and a 9 right here. You could be seeing 6s a lot. 6 could be significant to you. This person could be born on the 6th. Something could have happened in June. But